Saga, Worlds Apart. This is Saga's fourth album, and one that was produced by Rupert Hine, who would go on to produce Rush's work in the early 90s, Roll the Bones and Presto. And it's generally agreed that this is Saga's most popular album, but is it the best? That's kind of up for grabs. I think one of the reasons why it's so popular is that it was released in conjunction with the time that MTV was just starting to get out there. And at the time, MTV was, if you had a video, MTV would put you on. There are lots of groups. I think that Flock of Seagulls said this too, that the only reason that they were on MTV was because they shot a video. And it's an excellent example of neo-prog as it was coming into its own in the 80s. Neo-prog music, as we kind of see it now, was especially early on identified by shortened song lengths. There's not as many long-form epics in the sort of neo-prog movement. Things were more succinct, but you also see increased attention to some of the instrumental aspects of them. This is a great example. The tune On the Loose, which is a video that really, I think, in many ways broke this album, has a really great bridge section to it. And I say it's a bridge because it's not really part of the song. It's its own self-encapsulated composition. Now, while Saga's trying to reshape progressive rock for the 80s and the MTV generation, essentially, you also see them looking at pop bands with a high level of musicianship and trying to pull those influences in. You can hear some stuff in here that's influenced by the Police quite clearly, who I think were really, really influential for these progressive rock guys as the 80s came around. The Cars also come in here. I also see some connections with the music of Styx, so much so that it actually makes me think about Styx in the 70s, not quite being a progressive rock band, but still having the same attention to instrumentation, wondering if they're like a proto-neo-progressive rock group, even before that movement really officially started to happen in the 80s. And although I've had some reservations about Worlds Apart on the whole, because it does have some inconsistencies, like a lot of progressive rock music, it's tending to grow on me, and some of those inconsistencies are things that I think may be just characteristic of their unique take, and will just take a little bit more simmering and digestion to get into. But there's a sense of urgency over elegance on this album, I think, that helps propel this forward and really energize Saga from this point on in their career.